Imagine a church strategically placed in the community where people come to worship to be encouraged and refueled, who then go out into the community to be salt and light where they work, rest and play, who invite others to playgroup, adult fellowship or quilters, where the gospel is transforming lives. That's our vision, a church at the heart of our community, pumping the love of God through the peninsula. Our heart of the community and frontline story today is Kerry-Ann Dooley. Kerry-Ann could have spoken to any of our themes. She's well known in our community, and what I'm impressed about is that even though she has a political profile, it hasn't stopped her sharing her faith.
I'm Kerry-Ann Dooley and I call Redcliffe Uniting Church my spiritual home. I've been coming on and off since about 14. I'm a mum and a registered nurse and I work in the healthcare industry.
And you're very active in the community. Where does that come from?
I believe it's been inspired by wanting to share my faith in the marketplace and certainly feel driven by a sense of justice and wanting to make a difference and to be a value add. And I think to whom much is given, much is required. And I have so many interests and love to be involved in the community and feel that my faith is best shared by being involved in community organisations, in volunteering, and that's where I can be salt and light and the aroma of Christ, and not necessarily through my words but through actions and commitment. I'm just thinking of an example. I won't mention the lady's name, but during one of my campaigns had met a lady that wanted to help and volunteer, and she jumped on board with that and could tell that there was a sense of loneliness in her life, so invited her to come to church, and that was just an extension of friendship. And this lovely lady continues to be a part of our church and is a great blessing to our church. So that's just been an organic relationship and friendship. So sharing our faith doesn't have to be the 3 points of the gospel and saying the sinner's prayer, but also finding a touch point in their life. And I shared with a lady at work who was going to mediums and various people that she paid a lot of money for, and I remember thinking that she is seeking for truth and for answers, and it just naturally came. I said, you know that you can pray to God for free and you don't have to be spending all this money on fortune tellers and mediums. And she said, well, I've tried that and it hasn't worked. And so I was able to open up a conversation and share with her about prayer and how that might look for her, and that led her to explore spirituality in a different way. So I think sharing our faith is not so much about the distance, but finding where you connect with somebody and drawing them closer to God through that.
Thanks, Kerry-Ann.